This show is sponsored by MidasResources.com, your trusted source for precious metals since 1996. Call Midas today at 1-800-686-2237.
Friends, greetings, and welcome to The Bright Side, your nutritional program dedicated to the understanding of the vast world of nutrition and nutritional supplementation. I'm your host, Pharmacist Ben, nutritional pharmacist from Boulder, Colorado. Registered pharmacist number 12275. I specialize in using nutritional supplements where other healthcare practitioners use toxic pharmaceutical drugs and deadly medical procedures. If you suspect that there are natural nutritional roads to your vitality, to your health, to your well-being, and to addressing your health challenges, whatever they may be, but you don't know where to begin, you have come to the right place. As you listen to The Bright Side every day, you are more and more in control of your body. You are more and more knowledgeable, and you know you can overcome any health issue. That is why we are here every day on The Bright Side, helping clear up the sometimes confusing world of nutrition and nutritional supplementation. Over the last 28 years of practicing pharmacy, I have seen drug-free recoveries from diabetes and hypertension and obesity, skin diseases like acne, psoriasis, eczema, rosacea, digestive ailments, autoimmune issues of all kinds, recoveries that by the standards of modern medicine can only be called a miracle. But what is in the world of the body, what is in the world of biology, standard operating procedure, because the human biological system is a healing system. It's a regenerating system. It is designed divinely to heal and renew itself on a moment-to-moment basis. And while some folks may call that healing system a miracle, it really is just the way the body works. If you have questions about health or nutrition or prescription drugs, we welcome your phone calls on The Bright Side. Please call in early so we can get to as many calls as possible. Our number is 855-660-4261. That's 855-660-4261. If you've got questions about health, nutrition, prescription drugs, if you want to get off your meds and get on a good nutritional supplement program, we can help you do that. 855-660-4261 is your call-in number on The Bright Side. If you want to purchase any of the longevity products you hear advertised on the program, you can head over to brightsideben.com, my website. Pull down on the shopping cart. Make sure you take a especially long look at the Beyond Tangy Tangerine, my favorite longevity product. Also the Beyond Organic products, the Suero V and the Amasai, and the probiotic enriched cheddar cheese, artisan cheese. Love the cheese. Once you start on the probiotic enriched Beyond Organic cheese, it's going to be very difficult for you to enjoy ordinary cheese. Certainly it's going to be very difficult to enjoy processed cheese foods like American cheese. In any case, you can find out all about it at brightsideben.com. You can also click on the Join the Team link and join me in my mission to educate the world about how powerful and important a good nutritional supplement program can be. Okay, we're talking about depression. I had a few more things I wanted to say about depression. Most of you know by now about Robin Williams, and depression and suicide became grist for the CNN and Fox News mill. You're still hearing a lot about Robin Williams and depression and suicide, etc. Yesterday we talked about point number 1 in my antidepressant protocol, and that is understanding the voice. I call it the voice, the talking in our heads, the voice that's not based on what's real. It's just based on opinions and based on past experiences and based on mental ideas. Isolating the voice, not listening to the voice, or at least not paying attention to the voice, that's step number 1 in dealing with any mental health issue, really. Depression, anxiety, addictive behaviors, anger, jealousy, fear, rage, etc. It's all based on this voice in our heads. It's always talking to us. Yesterday I said if you don't know, haven't isolated the voice and you want to look for it, just pick up a magazine or a cereal box and just read it. And you'll notice that as you're reading, there's a voice in your head that's repeating the words. When we read, all we got to do is look, and then the visual image of the word goes to our brain. But there seems to be some voice that intermediates that mediates our reading experience. There's a voice that mediates our experiences in general. And this is what I call the voice, T, capital V. And if you're depressed, find the voice and don't listen to it, or at least don't pay any attention to the voice. Next important idea about depression, and these are non-nutritional ideas. We'll get into some nutritional strategies here in a minute. But the next important idea about depression, something I learned when I was depressed in my mid-20s. I remember lying in bed in the morning thinking about how miserable my life was and whether life was even worth living. I'm sure some of you guys can relate to this. And for some reason, I don't remember why, but I randomly focused, while in the midst of my depression, I randomly focused on how I could be of service to someone. I was thinking about my kid, actually, how I could be of service to her. And I noticed that immediately as I thought of somebody else, my depression disappeared. And then I thought of myself and my crappy life and all the things I hated and the people I despised. And once again, I was immersed in this black cloud of depression. So I placed my attention on helping someone, being of service, and again, the depression was gone. And after a few minutes of this back and forth, what I realized was depression is the price I was paying for being self-centered, for thinking only of myself. Depression is like a penalty for being self-absorbed. I'm not judging anybody here. I'm just talking about the mechanism. If you're depressed, try this. Start off by feeling your depression. Always want to feel your feelings. You don't want to resist your feelings. Much of the problems that we associated with feelings are really the resistance of feelings. So focus on feeling your feelings and focus on someone you can help, someone who needs you. Focus or place your attention on how you can up someone's game, how you can add value to somebody's life, how you can improve their lives, how you can bring something to the table for someone or something. And I guarantee you, as you're thinking of and placing attention on being of service, there's going to be no room left to be self-absorbed. And without being self-absorbed, you can't be depressed. No judgment here. It's just about the mechanism. Depression is a surface phenomena. It's a sensation or feeling that's only on the surface of our deep ocean of emotions. Dive deeply into depression, and underneath the surface, you're going to find that underneath your depression, you're really angry. Depression is anger turned inwards. It's a type of anger that's acceptable. It's not always acceptable to be angry, but it is acceptable to be angry at ourselves. It's acceptable to turn that anger inwards, and sometimes when that anger gets turned inwards, it shows up as depression. If you go deep enough under your depression, you're going to find that you're pissed off at your situation or something that's going on in your life, and we're just too good. We're too good to experience anger. We're good guys and good girls, so we don't experience anger. Or we're too tired of being angry. We're just sick of being angry, and the next step is to be bummed. And underneath anger, you'll always find fear. Fear that something is going to happen not in the way that you want it to happen. The problem with most strategies that address depression is they don't address the fundamental components, the building blocks, the underneath the surface phenomena of anger and then of fear. To effectively deal with a depressed state, we got to find, first of all, what we're angry about, and then we got to find our fear. We got to find out what it is we're truly afraid of. It may be death. It may be the death of a loved one. It may be pain, it may be jealousy, it may be shame, rejection, failure, but underneath the depressed state, there's always, always, always something we are afraid of. Depression is on the surface. Underneath it is going to be fear. Look for it and then feel it. If it's fear of failure, which is very common, really feel the failure. Feel like the worst failure that ever lived. And what you'll find after the initial shock of feeling the failure, of feeling how terrible it is to fail, feeling our angst, we'll notice that it starts to dissipate. If we feel through our feelings, feel through our angst, it will start to dissipate. And then if we feel through it long enough, it will completely go away. Now, it may come back, it may return, but if you just sit with the feeling over time, it will weaken and it will dissipate, and you could do this with any fear once you've identified it. Feel it fully, and it goes away. Feel it fully long enough, it goes away forever. And then what you'll notice is it's not the fear that's underneath the depression that's really the problem, but it's the resistance to the fear. It's resistance to feeling the fear. And once we've overcome the resistance, which takes a lot of energy, by the way, even if we don't feel like it, resisting and pushing away our feelings costs us a lot of energy that should be spent on helping our bodies process foods, for example, help our bodies fighting bacteria and germs, help our bodies heal. The resistance to feeling our feelings is behind much of the degenerative and aging process. Even though we always talk about nutrition and protein and amino acids and B vitamins, etc., which are very important, underneath the depressive state is some kind of pushing away, some kind of resistance, which really impacts our ability to grow and to thrive and to be fully functioning human beings. And by the way, fear is always about something that might happen. It's always about the future, because the future only exists in the imagination. Fear is always imaginary anyway. All right, I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to The Bright Side. We'll be back with more good health information right after this. 855-660-4261 is our number. Got some lines open for you. We're coming back after this. Don't go away.
You have all seen and heard about the elements of the periodic table. These elements are the building blocks of everything in the universe. You, my friends, are made from these elements. A shortage of any of these important trace elements can lead to disease. Go with the science and take the Lady Talk Health Challenge and get all 90 essential trace elements with a healthy start pack at LadyTalkLive.com. Or call 855-333-LADY. That's 855-333-5239.
Research shows it's not just what you put in your body that counts, it's what you put on it as well. Why not use an all-natural, healthy mineral-based makeup that actually benefits your skin? Once you experience the airiness and flawless coverage of Longevity mineral makeup, you will never use anything else. With Longevity, the perception of your complexion will be natural perfection. Animal-friendly mineral makeup at Mary Lou Health. That's MARILU Health.com. Or call 855-321-HEALTH.
Have you ever felt like the United States government knows way too much about your financial affairs? I continue to hear stories about property seizures, frozen bank accounts, confiscation of stocks and bonds. It makes me wonder if the U.S. citizen will ever again have the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Unfortunately, with the Drug and Money Laundering Act, the IRS Revenue Ruling 6045 of 1984, and the Trading with the Enemy Act and Franklin D. Roosevelt's Executive Order of 1933, some precious metal holdings are subject to government intervention. For this reason, Midas Resources has prepared a report explaining the boundaries of trading precious metals privately. Whether if you have any intention of trading with Midas Resources or not, I have instructed my representatives to give this report out free. Call for your free copy at 1-800-686-2237. When investing, always proceed with caution. Again, call 1-800-686-2237. Exercise your legal right to trade metals privately. 1-800-686-2237.
If you need to say happy birthday, happy anniversary, thank you, or simply I'm thinking of you, ProFlowers.com is the key. ProFlowers has stunning bouquets, like the best-selling 100 blooms for $19.99. Plus, ProFlowers will include a glass vase for free. Sending someone a wonderful surprise of beautiful flowers sent fresh from the fields is easy. Choose the bouquet you like, pick the delivery date, and each order is 100% guaranteed. Plus, all bouquets from ProFlowers are guaranteed to last at least 7 full days. Beautiful, fragrant flowers, picked fresh and sent to your loved one for lasting enjoyment. To get this incredible savings and send someone 100 gorgeous blooms with a free vase for $19.99, go to ProFlowers.com, click the blue microphone in the top right corner, and enter code PLOW. That's ProFlowers.com. Click the mic and enter code PLOW.
This alert just came in. This special announcement is for business owners and leaders of organizations who've been waiting for the right time to build. General Steel has made it impossible to wait any longer with rock-bottom prices that could save you thousands. That's right, General Steel, America's leader in pre-engineered structures, is offering buildings at prices you will never see again. Don't miss these prices. A 50 by 100 for $35,000. You heard right, that's 5,000 square feet for $35,000. Manufacturers, if you need a larger building, try a 100 by 100 commercial building for $129,000. You can't afford to rent with these prices. Imagine a 70 by 100-foot church building for under $69,000. With the economy improving and interest rates still at historic lows, you can't afford to wait. So call 866-91-STEEL. Lock in your price now. Call 866-91-STEEL. That's 866-917-8335.
UnseenNow.com, proud sponsor of GCN. Unseen Now's unparalleled encryption tools keep your communications secure. GCN.
Hi, welcome back to The Bright Side. I am Pharmacist Ben. We're here for you Monday through Friday, 8 to 9 Pacific and 10 to 11 Central Time, a.m. in the morning, 24/7 on our archive page at brightsideben.com. You'll find a shopping cart with all the longevity products and a Join the Team link if you'd like to click on that and help me in my mission to educate the world about how important a good nutritional supplement program can be. I'm looking for a couple of business builders. If you're business savvy, if you're eager, you want to make some money, you want to help change lives, you want to help improve people's health, your loved ones, your health perhaps. If you want to get your products at the wholesale price, please